I'm just going to give you a video of this Philips Air Perform, which is a 3-in-1, which is an air purifier, fan and heater. I've just laid all the documentation, I've unboxed everything, and I'll show you the actual Philips product in a minute. So first of all, in the documentation, you get your international warranty, you get your safety guide, you get your manual, which is all basically all pictures. So I'll just open it up, just give you a quick preview of basically what you're going to see. So that's basically how it's all described. It's all picture form. So I'll put that there. And then you get your actual remote as well. On the back, you've got a little tab to remove, so you can, the battery will come active. This takes a CR2032 battery. So on the front, you've got your up and down buttons. You've got your on and off. The middle button underneath is your function button. To the right of that is mode. The bottom here looks like oscillating, and then is timer. I've looked at the actual manual booklet. It tells you basically what I've just described to you, but it doesn't give you the full information what these buttons do. So I'm gonna have to obviously push the buttons and see what it does when I've got the machine powered on. So let's have a look at the actual machine. Show you the actual Philips Air Performer 3-in-1. So the actual Philips does look very modern, I think personally. The grey and silver is a nice colour combination. I've placed it next to the chest of drawers just to give you an idea of the size of the actual machine. Obviously the size is in the description, but just to give you a physical idea how tall it is and how wide it is. On top of the machine, you can place the remote control because it is magnetised on top, so it will keep it in place, so you can keep it easy stored there. At the front of the machine, down here, you've got your display, which has got a little touch sensor button. Obviously, once I power the machine on, we'll see all that lit up. And around the back, we have the filter, HEPA filter, which is currently in the bag. It's got to be taken out and obviously put back in. The cable, what I do is in the written review, I'll write the length of the cable to give you an idea how long the cable is as well. So let's turn around and we'll have a look at where the filter is. It's got a little hole, a handle here. Just pull it out. You can see the heater filters in the back. That's got like a little handle, so just pull it out. That's nice and easy. The instruction, like the manual, it's got like a picture. It says you can hoover this, but you can't wash it. So what I do is I'll take it out of the bag and we'll put it back in. That's all in. Cover back on. That's it. So, right, that's done. So what I do is I plug it in, turn it on, power the unit on. I have powered the unit on already, but I had to go and do some researching because the display, there's a couple of little icons on there and some symbols. I didn't have any idea what they was, and the manual doesn't explain what they were. So that's why I've come back and going to do it like this, so I can give you a bit more information, but I'll write this all in the written review. So I'm going to power the unit on. Makes a nice melody noise. So when the unit powers on, it will automatically come on to the fan, and it's on speed, I believe 5. I think if I push it up, it's on 5. So you got this goes up to speed 10. So on the display, the PM 2.5 is a real-time scale of testing the air quality, and that is indicated by the colour bar. That will change as it's testing the air. Obviously the air is going to be not that great at the moment because it's not purified at the moment. It's got a number that will be going up as it's testing, but once you put it on purify, that number will then gradually come down I should say, and that colour bar will drop. Blue is obviously the ideal air quality, but in the written review I will give you the different colour representations in the written review. So that's obviously still testing the air. The right hand side of the display is the room temperature that you're in, obviously at the moment, and the what else we got on there, just the fan symbol, and the A mode is in auto mode. So the function button that I showed you earlier on before I started this allows you to change between the 3 different functions, which is fan, heater and air purifier. So I'll push the function button once, we'll change it over to heater, and that will change the symbol to red to let you know it's pushing out heat. And within, I'd say, probably 5-6 seconds, you can feel heat start coming out of it. You increase the temperature by the up and down. Obviously, as you can see on the left hand side of the display, I'm increasing the temperature. If I put it to 37, the fan will increase speed. You have no control over the fan speed. Obviously, if I put it to 37, the fan will automatically speed up to heat the room to that temperature. That's why it increases. So if I push the function button again, it will go to air purifier, and by the symbol it's showing it's pushing out through the front and back. But if I hold down the function button and for 3 seconds, that will put it into a turbo mode, which is indicated by the cyclone symbol on the display. The turbo mode is for purifying the air, so that will go down a lot quicker as the bar should be going, the numbers should be dropping down, and then the colour bar will gradually drop down a lot quicker. So if I push the function button once more, then it will come off that. Obviously the remote is very responsive, but the machine takes probably about 3-4 seconds to register, and then obviously it gradually changes to the next mode. Fan mode, I'll just increase the speed up to max, which is 10. To do the noise, and the flow of air is quite good, considering it's only coming out of little holes. It's got a nice breeze to it, so that's that. So if I push the mode button, what I explained before when I showed you the remote, if I hold that down for 3 seconds, that puts the symbol of a padlock, which is child lock. If you hold it down for 3 seconds again, it takes it off, so then no one can't obviously mess about with the actual machine. That same button, if you push it, puts it into night mode, and that will drop the fan down to minimal. I'll keep quiet. As you can hear, it's very, very minimal, hardly can be heard. There's a slight breeze coming out of the fan itself. Very, 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 very minimal, but you can feel it. So that's that, and the display will go off after 3 seconds. So if I push the function button, go back to normal. So we've gone back to normal. The oscillator, I'll do that in a minute. The very bottom right hand button on the remote is your timer, so if I push that, it says off, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, off. And then you've got your oscillator button, which will oscillate the machine, which, to be honest, I've never seen a machine oscillate so much. It almost goes right around 350 degrees, which is really good, so it will get the whole room. You can stop it anywhere, so if I push the button, it will stop there, basically. Push it again, and it will continue. So the remote is incredibly easy to use. Obviously, it was only the display, lack of the manual not providing the information what the display indicators were. The display will have, when the filter needs to be changed or to be cleaned, it's like a symbol of a rake when the filter needs to be changed completely, it's like a filter, it's a symbol of a bag, but obviously they won't be on there at the moment because the filter is brand new and it's only just started to being used. So what I do is in the written review, I'll let you know how I get on with the machine, how it all really works over the next sort of couple of days, and then I'll write all that up, and as I said, I'll give you the indicators of the colour bars and things like that. So I hope you found this little video helpful.
Today I'm going to show you this Philips tower fan. Now this one here stands at almost a meter tall, so 105 centimeters, so this is gigantic, and you can see that on my kitchen table, and this is just huge. It's a fan, so I don't know how much it does to show you guys, but it is coming in a box like that. It does have the plastic end cap to stop it from rattling. Okay, so out of the pack, we've got the fan body, got the 3-pin cable, a 3-pin socket for the UK user like me. Now this is me without reading the instructions, so please bear with me. I'm sure we can work it out right. So to half the circle, there's only one way it will go together. It's not a perfect half circle, so there's only one way it will go in. Then put this twisting back on. Obviously for transportation they want it to be in a cylinder shape, so it's safe space. At home we do need the base to carry the weight and make it stable. Okay, so a bit of a close-up. The mechanism basically is 2 half circles that you click together and then spin the nut on top to hold it in place. At the back of the machine right here, you can see a little kind of a flower logo with a dropper bottle. Now this is where you put your fragrance. Now let's say if you want your room to smell like lavender, then you put a few drops of lavender oil there, you push it in. It's supposed to circulate the air out and help your room smell nice. And with low power devices, there should be no reason why they don't give you a longer cable. For a tower fan, you have sure got a thick booklet, instruction booklet, warranty book. Oops. It does come with 2 AAA batteries. Now it's always nice to have a remote for your fan, because let's say you're in bed or in the couch and then suddenly you don't need it, you can change it. There is a handle, a recessed handle on the back of the fan for you to carry it around. Alright, so you got your swing. You can always turn it off so it doesn't swing anymore, or you can turn it on. So this is now locked in position. So you press it for 3 seconds. Let's unlock the function. Got a timer button, which I was talking about. You've got 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Oh, that is quite clever actually. 7. It's just an additional of the hours by the lights. I think that's really cool. And then you have your sleep mode, and you got your kind of a comfort mode. And then back to fan mode. Now fan, you got your lower power, medium power, and your max power. Now, do I say this is whisper quiet? At the louder setting, no. I can actually hear a lot of fan noise. At the lower setting, yeah, not bad. Don't really hear much from this. Can I manually turn it? Oh yeah, turn the bass as well then. Now this is the lowest setting, and I am at far end of the kitchen. And yeah, it's a quite nice cool breeze. Now this one is noisy as well, but it's a different kind of noise. So this one is more like noise, but this one is more like a humming kind of a noise, much lower frequency. I think if you do fall asleep, you might forget about the noise which is there.
This is a Philips tower fan with aromatherapy. Now, as you can hear, it's nice and quiet. It's on low at the moment, but I'm right next to it with the phone, and it's not overly noisy at all, even though I'm right up close to it. Now, it's got onboard controls and a handy remote control. The onboard controls are touch sensitive. That's it on high. That's the fan speeds. You've got the modes, you've got night time, and you've got forest mode. Basically, it's a variable speed, and it feels more natural because the winds change speed outside. You can also, when you put that in oscillation, it's a brilliant combination. And you get the timer switch there. It's 1, 2 and 4 hours, and you can switch to oscillation. So you can share the air with the whole room. I'll wait till it turns back round. I'll put it to static just now. You can lock out the control panel so that kids, partners, anybody who doesn't want the same setting as you basically can't operate the top. Now the remote's nice and responsive. It does everything that the top panel does. Changes speeds, etc. Controls the oscillation. Just does everything that the top panel does, plus it's got a lock. Now wait till you see this feature. I've seen this on another fan. I think it's probably down there. A little pad in the holder. And you just pop it in, and you can put any aromatherapy oil of your choice. Now, at the moment I've got pine and sandalwood, which smells really natural. If you put that on with oscillation in the forest setting, it's just like being in the forest. You can put lavender in for the bedroom, or say fresh cotton or fresh linen in if you're wanting to invigorate your powder and clean the house. But either way, it's absolutely brilliant. Effective cooling, nice and quiet,
Aromatherapy in a small footprint.
compass ring